Guys, yo, what's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Happy first day of March Madness. Anyways, let me know what sports book you guys want to look at. Let me know what book you guys want to start out on. How's everyone doing? Happy start of March Madness. I need locks. Good morning, Alex. Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Dude, we're going to find some bets. So let me know in the chat what sportsbook you guys want to look at. I moved into a new house in Virginia, which means I have a ton of fucking sportsbooks, dude. Virginia is an amazing state for sports betting. So there are a lot of books I got access to. But let's see, what do we want to do? I don't know, man. What book do you guys want to look at? Maybe we start out with PrizePicks, Fliff. What do we think? It looks like Fliff has some pretty good value in these player props. There's also some good value on Rebet. So Fliff is a sweepstakes book. It's available in basically every state, but let's see if we can put some stuff together. So the first play we have is Alabama State versus Auburn. Dude, I can't believe it's here. Today's going to be crazy. I'm streaming early. Where's March Madness? College basketball. Yo, what's up, guys? Thanks, everyone, for joining. Let's get some bets in. So, the first bet I'm going to try to go with is this Auburn game. Well, it actually looks like they already bumped it. Fuck. I don't know, dude. There's so much value. Maybe, I don't know, man. Let's start out on Underdog Fantasy. Let's just get a play in. Let's get a play in to kind of start this out. We could do Fliff as well. I mean, I don't know. But let's start out on Underdog Fantasy. So, Underdog Fantasy, peer-to-peer fantasy site. It's technically a fantasy site, but the way it works, it's basically just kind of like a fixed payout sportsbook. So, the first play I'm going to go with, what do we think about this? Jonathan Kuminga, over 14.5 points. Where does PrizePicks have his line? Again, all these DFS books set their own line. PrizePicks, it doesn't even look like they have a lineup for him yet. But on Underdog, the way that this site works, pretty simple, is you take him, you take him to go over or under. We're going to get the same payout regardless. So we have DeRozan under 9.5 RAs, and it actually looks like they just bumped this play. Now they're adding a multiplier on the under, so they're reducing the payout. So I don't actually want to go with this. Damn, Underdog's gotten a little quicker with some of these bumps, but regardless, you can see it just disappeared. But anyway, second play we got is OG Anunoby under 2.5 threes. So again, on Underdog, you can see we got 2 picks here. I'm going to try to do a 6-pick flex play, but we'll see. So you take his over or under, it doesn't matter. You're still getting this 3x payout regardless. But you can see here, all these sports books, every data point we have in the market from these, betting exchanges, FanDuel, $40 billion company, like all these books are setting their own line. Some books have his under, a little more favored than others. But regardless, this seems like a great play to go with. And I just kind of want to keep rolling through. So we got Kyle Connor under half of an assist. So this would be a 3-man on Underdog. You're getting a 6x payout. PrizePicks only gives you a 5x payout for 3-mans. But let's just try to do a 6-man. Why not? To start out the stream, and then maybe we'll be able to look at some March Madness bets. We got Tyrese over 2.5 threes, so hopefully you guys are following along. What is going on? So we got Tyrese over 2.5 threes, and then let's just see what else we got. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Happy start of March Madness. DeMar going over in rebounds. Well, I got rid of it, so it doesn't matter. Sheesh. But anyways, I do love... Shoot. Come on. Why don't I see this? Let's go here. Valorant. Where did this guy go? So maybe Underdog just moved it. But regardless, it looks like there's some really good value in esports if I can find these fucking plays. I'm not sure why when I search the guy, it's not showing up. But regardless, here's the first 4 picks I got. I'm going to try to fly through 2 more picks. But again, they're being a little bit annoying because I don't see these Valorant plays once I search them. But on the bright side, there's some CS2 value. So again, we got Kuminga over, OG Anunoby under, Kyle Connor under an assist, Hallie over. I got an esports play in the mix. And again, what's nice about esports is like every day is March Madness. These guys go hard. There's a lot of line discrepancies. Underdog has Appa Duds line at 28.5. All these other books have them at 27.5. Let's go. And then I got one final esports pick. Then we're going to run this slip. And then we can move on to whatever other sports book you guys want to look at. Hallie over in 3s, 2 esports plays, 6 pick entry. You want to run it as a flex play. I've done videos kind of like breaking down the math behind Underdog Fantasy, but regardless, 6 pick flex plays are the optimal slip type. And then we got Kyle Connor under. Regardless, this seems solid. And you can see right here, right? This is just right off the Odds Jam Fantasy Optimizer, which is just going to point out line discrepancies. And you can see right here, Underdog has, Uria's line at 12, PrizePicks 13, Hot Streak, which is a book that specializes in esports. Like, this is crazy. You won't see, Anthony Davis's rebound line at 12 on Underdog, 13 on PrizePicks. Oh, fuck, dude. They bumped one of these esports plays already, so I got to find a replacement pick. They bumped one of these esports plays already. Luka under 1.5 steals, sure, whatever. I don't have a problem with this. Luka's lazy, bro. Luka under 1.5 steals. Where is this? Steals. Did they already bump it? What the fuck? Let's try this. Another esports play with value. Again, I apologize. That first one got bumped. Kuminga over, Anunoby under, Kyle Connor under, Hallie over in 3s. All data. You can see once again, every pick I include in my slip is going to have value in the market. Your Wombat, PrizePicks has his line. All the other books have his line at 28.5. Regardless, lock it in. Someone said it's all gone. It's not all gone. I still see 6 of these picks available. Regardless, you guys have had time to bet it. Hopefully you guys were able to get it locked in. I want to look at some other books. We got a lot of games today. Can you do the Underdog promos? I don't see an Underdog promo. So there we go. Bang. I think it got locked in. Yo, was anyone able to tail it? Look at Amar Knox under 11.5 points. Anyways, that's a Underdog fantasy play to kind of start out the stream. Let's see what else we got, man. What I was noticing, let's go here, is, dude, let's see. Are there any promos on FanDuel? I don't know. What sportsbook do you guys want to look at? Anyone have preferences? What book do we want to do? What's the first March Madness game? So we got in an Underdog play. Were people able to tail it? I apologize. 6 man's on Underdog. They take a second to build. Damn. So the Creighton game just started. But what we can do is maybe get in some plays on some other books. So let's head over to Fliff. And let's see if we can put something together. Because it looks like there's some decent value. I mean, I've said this before, but sometimes there's some shocking... Where is this? So we have Mount St. Mary's versus Duke. Like on Fliff, they have all these alternate point spreads, all these alt spreads. And sometimes the alts just have, much better value. So like, for example, you look here, Duke minus 38.5. Obviously, that's a crazy spread. What is Duke on the regular spread? Like the main line spread is 32.5. So 38.5. Whatever, 6 more points. But plus 220 looks solid. it's a locked market with DraftKings, right? You can get Mount St. Mary's on DraftKings betting 220 to win 100 on plus 38.5 if you decide to go to DraftKings and take an alt spread. So this is, it's a pick-up market. Like, there's no hold between the books. So let's get this locked in, and then there's some player prop value. So we have Alabama State versus Auburn for today. Where is this? And let's see if we can get in a Fliff play. Let me know what sportsbook you guys want to look at, because I'm open to whatever. So, Chad Baker, Mazra, over 1.5 threes. Fliff has a max parlay payout of $5,000, so they're not going to let you bet that much. So, whatever. We can throw $750 on it. That will qualify. And we got in our first play of the stream, bro. Getting good value this morning. Have you used your discount on PrizePicks? Yeah, I did. And the slip started 3 for 3, and we just lost the esports leg. PrizePicks has a promo right now on Johnny Broom. I mean, just a free square. But what were we talking about, bro? What do we want to do, man? What do we want to do? Let's see if I can hit this Arb, bro. So DraftKings is limiting me on Alabama State. So let's see if this works. Let's see if I can hit this. This is crazy. 187.48. 187.48. And then on FanDuel, I'd want to bet 70.94. So, fuck it. I'll get this locked in. This is just an arbitrage play, all right? It's very simple concept, right? FanDuel and DraftKings are so out of sync. And again, I'm max limited on DraftKings, so they only gave me 187.48 on Alabama State plus 40.5. So that's what I plugged into the arbitrage calculator. I literally have the worst possible limits on DraftKings. Some bets I can get more stuff in, but regardless, 187.48. Then I just follow the calculator. It tells me to bet Auburn minus 40.5, the opposite side. We're always going to lose one bet. We're always going to win one bet, but I'm making $4 in risk-free profit the second the game ends. So by the time it's whatever, 4:30 and this game's over, I'm $4 richer just from hitting this arbitrage play. But regardless, got a little $4 locked in, because why the fuck not, bro? But what book do you guys want to look at? What book do you guys want to look at? What book do you guys want to look at? What should we find plays for? Is Fliff actually profitable? Yeah, we've been pretty money on Fliff, if I'm being honest. What did we hit yesterday? What do we have open on Fliff? Let's go through that first, okay? Dude, so this Swain bet, I mean, it got sweaty. I hit his under 14.5 points plus assists. I gave that out on Twitter. We have Connor Withers under 5.5 rebounds. That's for tomorrow. We got Yale against Texas A&M with Connor Withers as well. I don't know. We have a bunch of bets open from the previous streams on Fliff. What up, boys? What's up, everybody? Do Rebet. Fliff doesn't pay out. What the fuck do you mean Fliff doesn't pay out? I haven't had that many issues with Fliff, if I'm being honest. So that's what I gave out on Twitter yesterday. But regardless, I mean, bro, this is pure degeneracy, but SIU Edwardsville plus 5,500. This is a crossed market with Pinnacle. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. We already have some underdog bets on. What book do you guys want to look at? Dabble. Okay, so I see some people asking for Dabble. Unfortunately, I'm in Virginia now. There's no Dabble in Virginia, unfortunately. However, we can probably do What the fuck? What is going on, man? Let's do prize picks. Let's make money. I see someone saying let's make money. I fucking agree. So we got in a nice arbitrage bet on the Auburn-Alabama State game. Underdog, we can try to do maybe a 3-man. That 6-man took way too much time. Yo, what do we think about Bridges? Bridges under 7.5 RAs. This line's available on PrizePicks as well. We can do a PrizePicks play next. So Underdog literally removed everything we already locked in. So if you... Here we have it. Bridges under 7.5 RAs. Again, on Underdog Fantasy. Pretty simple. This line is available on Dabble as well. Again, unfortunately, Dabble, it's just not available in Virginia. But again, on Underdog, we take Bridges to go over, under. We're going to get the same payout. FanDuel has the under at minus 146, plus 110 on the over. So the under's like a minus 150 favorite. But let's see what else we want to pair with it. Underdog has, you know, all these books have a shit ton of lines up. It's just kind of about zoning in on the few picks that actually have an edge. So here we have a Valorant play. I've said this before. Valorant is amazing. You know, just huge line discrepancies. So on this optimizer thing, I have minimum number of data points set to 2, right? You want to see, and every other book is opening his line at 49.5. So that seems really solid. So we got 2 picks so far on Underdog Fantasy to kind of start this out. Do I have college basketball? Can you do college basketball in Virginia? You can. Or no, you can't. Can I? College basketball. So I can do college basketball, but not for Virginia schools. I think it's something like that, but regardless, let's finish this play. Giannis under 19.5 RAs. Well, yeah, what do we think about fading Giannis today? Under 19.5 RAs. Did they just bump it? Yep, they just bumped it. Fuck. So unfortunately, they just bumped that. Give me 1 sec. I'm doing an Underdog Fantasy play. Let me know in the chat what sportsbook you guys want to look at next too. I'm open to whatever. I'm open to whatever, man. So let's see what we got. Jalen Wilson, you know, PrizePicks has his line lower at 10. Okay, all the other sportsbooks have his line lower at 9.5. So with 3 pick entries, you want to run it as a regular play. You don't want to flex it. 3 pick flex plays on Underdog are actually pretty bad when you break down the payouts. What book do you want to do, boys? So no bumps. Fuck, they just bumped one of the esports play. Try Spaz under 52. It seems like Underdog just dropped esports lines. So here's going to be the updated play. And there's a ton of value in Valorant. So you see right here, Spaz's line. I mean, all the other books have him 3 points lower at 49. Every single pick has an edge, right? That's how you win on Underdog Fantasy. Every pick you include in your slip should have a fucking edge. Anyways, let's hit it. PrizePicks, please. Gone LMAO. Yo, but anyways, what do we want to do? I see some people saying, fuck Underdog. They bump too fast. Do PrizePicks. I see some people saying, damn, Alex, you look really handsome today. Yep. Thank you, guys. But let's see what we can do. You guys want a PrizePicks play? Obviously, you can throw in the discount. There is some value on Dabble. Again, unfortunately, Dabble is not in Virginia, but it's another fixed payout DFS site, kind of like PrizePicks. So, like, Brooke Lopez is over in blocks, over 1.5 blocks. Like, FanDuel has the over heavily favored. A lot of people will say shit like, yo, why don't you look at his game log? And it's like, well, you know, Lopez, blocks. So, like, historical data, you know, how's he been doing recently? Stuff like that. Like, sportsbooks aren't stupid. It's already going to be priced in to the market. What do we want to do? What is going on? No way. Dude, college hockey. Yo, show the DraftKings value, please. Someone says. We can do some DraftKings plays. So again, here's the Fliff play if you're just tuning in. This is what we got locked in on Fliff. There's no way this game is still 2-0. What's going on? 16 to 15. I don't think we have any bets on that game. First game of March Madness. Rebet, I don't think there's any promos available, but maybe. Maybe there is. All sports. Let's see if this is actually available. Ice hockey, college ice hockey. What the fuck? There's no way. It probably has horrible betting limits. Probably has horrible betting limits, but we'll see. I mean, so DraftKings is actually going to give me 124.75. I probably should have checked to see how much Rebet's even going to let me bet. But this is a risk-free 82.66. You could round, don't sketch out the sports books when you're arbing. So this is a risk-free $13 in profit. College hockey. Who would have thought? You can see DraftKings and Rebet are super out of sync. Plus 167. Rebet has the over 5.5 goals at. So we bet the over on Rebet. Bang. 82.50. Hedge, bet the under on DraftKings. Minus 130. Bang. They limited me to a max of 124.75. Make a risk-free, 6% on your money by the time the game's over at like 9:30 p.m. I'll be, $13 richer. So that's our second arbitrage bet of the stream. It's nice being back in the state with a ton of sports books, even though most of these bitch-ass books got me limited. But what we can do is we can do a PrizePicks play because I promised. Let's see what we got on PrizePicks. Maybe some college. That would be awesome. Who are you? Yo, so let's do a PrizePicks play. Happy start of March Madness, boys. Happy start of March Madness. So this is kind of, this is crazy. Dude, so I did not realize FanDuel actually has, they have lines available, largest sportsbook in the U.S., $40 billion company. Even if FanDuel isn't in your state, you still want to look at their odds as a source of information. So, here's a EuroLeague play. Who would have thought that's what we're betting on today when we have March Madness and 5 NBA games? Alex, what the fuck are you doing? Betting on fucking EuroLeague, bro. What the fuck are you doing, Alex? But regardless, this play is beautiful. I don't know shit about EuroLeague. I don't know if this guy's handsome. I don't know if he gets girls. I don't know. But regardless, you can see every sports book. A lot of these books actually have EuroLeague lines. Kind of interesting. But they all have his under. Bet Online, a really sharp book. They all have his under, heavily favored. Why is there EuroLeague value? What are we doing? But this is crazy. We'll take advantage of it. Yes, we will. Yo, get this slip locked in quick. Whenever I've seen PrizePicks has some insane value for EuroLeague, but it oftentimes does get bumped quite quickly. So, just try to tail quickly if you want a PrizePicks slip. I get it. This is kind of a random slip, and I apologize for that because I know it's March Madness Day. Everyone wants March Madness bets, and we're going to find some March Madness bets. Don't worry about that. So you can see IM 31 line on PrizePicks. Every other book has his line lower. Sleeper has his line at 30.5 with the under favored. Hot Streak has his line at 29.5 with the under favored. So this is just the OddsJam Sportsbook screen. It just kind of, shows you the raw market data. Sheesh. All under so far. But what I want to do is head over to the NBA. And do they have Luka Doncic under 1.5 steals? Bro, what the fuck? They don't. Brooke Lopez, fading Brooke Lopez. I feel like that always works. We got Bucks Lakers tonight. So we actually, obviously it's a big day for college basketball, but we got to get on a March Madness play. Under 11.5 PAs, college basketball. Let's hit it. All unders on this slip. Again, you could include the Historical data priced into the market, but whatever. Philip Russell, under 11.5 PAs. Here's the full slip. So we got some esports. Shit, let me make sure I'm zooming in and people can see this. So again, we got these 3 EuroLeague plays that I think all have amazing value. What up, boys? Let's get it. College basketball free square. I already used the college basketball free square, but if you haven't used it, throw it in this slip. 1, 2, 3. So we got 3 under so far, EuroLeague, and then here's the final 2 picks. We got college basketball. We got kind of everything in here. I would share a link. A lot of people get mad at me for not sharing a link, but regardless, I got it locked in. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Put the link in the chat when you're done, please. Unfortunately, I can't do that. They used to have a share a link button. Now they don't. But again, if anyone was curious, here's the 3 esports plays, right? 3 esports plays, and then here's the final 2 picks. What do we want to do, bro? What do you guys want to look at, man? What do we want to do? We could do an NBA prize pick slip too if people want. But hey, I mean, if there's better value in EuroLeague, I'll bet on EuroLeague. So like we got this dude, Nigel Hayes, right? We got Nigel Hayes under 16.5 points. So we got Nigel Hayes under 16.5 points on PrizePicks, right? And if you look here, you know, FanDuel has his line at 15.5. So they have his line lower. FanDuel, $40 billion company, largest sportsbook in the U.S. You want to look at their lines as a source of information. They have a line at 15.5 with the under favored. So I don't know. The Odds Jam Optimizer is literally just data. I mean, it just points out line discrepancies. All these books try to set their own line. So if there's esports value, I'll hit esports value. Alex, you're so fucking hot. Yo, what's up, guys? The chat doesn't allow links. Can't see the plays. What do you mean you can't see the plays, bro? Philip Russell, under in PAs. I am under. And then we got 3 more picks. EuroLeague. Philip Russell, under in PAs. Right? We got I am under. And then we got 3 EuroLeague plays. What do you guys want to look at? What book? Yo, Alex, you are still able to share your prize pick slips. Click the 3 dots and it will say share. I'll try. I'll try putting the link in the chat right now. Let me just pull it up on my phone. 3 dots. Share lineup. Copy link. Copy link. Unable to copy your lineup. It doesn't work for me. I've tried it numerous times. Some people are saying Rebet. Some people are saying Rebet. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Oh, shit, baby. Yeah, we think Arkansas can get it done versus Kansas. Arkansas, Kansas, Utah State, UCLA. You guys wanted a Rebet play, so let's see what we can find. Come on. Bro, Dartmouth is in the tournament? Yo, what is going on, dude? Why is it only showing me games up to 8:30 p.m.? There's games all night. Anyways, my bad. I was looking at college hockey because I'm fucking stupid. Luka discount on Underdog. Yo, so we'll check that out in a sec. People have been asking for a Rebet play, so let's see if we can get it done. Norfolk State. If the fuck is the UCLA game? UCLA versus Utah State. I feel like I'm an idiot. Where the fuck is this? Arkansas, Kansas. Oh. I got it figured out. Yo, so Arkansas versus Kansas. People wanted a Rebet play. I actually think both these picks are pretty solid. They both have strong value. They're best offered on Rebet. And honestly, what's more fun than having a little long shot parlay? People wanted Rebet. We'll do Rebet. So they're going to tell me, hey, your max limit is 391. So it's like, okay, I'll hit this for 391. Sure, whatever. It would be fun to have a pick on every game. Anyways. Sheesh. So here's another one, right? Like DraftKings. Every sportsbook is a data point, but DraftKings has a 45-cent spread. All of these sportsbooks are market makers. They make money by charging a spread around fair value. So, DraftKings has a 45-cent spread right here. Remove the spread, remove the vig. The fair price should be about plus 165. According to DraftKings, that's only one data point, right? Caesars. There's Fanatics. You got a ton of sports books. Caesars has an insane amount of juice on these alternate lines. I mean, right? Like plus 156, minus 238. Like, same thing with Rebet. They're charging a lot of juice, like 70 cents. I mean, Caesars is almost 80 cents. But what were we talking about? I said this earlier, but on Fliff, they have a max, parlay payout. You can only bet $1,000 on every player prop you want to go with. But what I could do is, let's go back here. I'm such a degenerate. Tail what you want to tail from the stream. I think this Wisconsin play is solid. Fliff cannot price their alternate lines. This is just right off the OddsJam positive EV tool. Again, it's just going to point out line discrepancies, nothing super complicated. I do need a 3 seed to lose. And I think it's going to be Kansas, man. Yo. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Fuck. I did not mean to bet $4.50. How much more can I bet? Because again, I already placed a bet on, this Chad dude. So you can only bet $1,000 per play. So I'm only going to be able to bet this much more. And we got another Fliff parlay in, kind of a different iteration. Wisconsin. Move your camera, buddy. We can't see the plays. You totally can see the plays, man. I'm watching on my other screen, bro. Why are you trying to get rid of my face, bro? Why are you trying to get rid of my face, money shot? Alex, use Sport Zeno, bro. The value's insane. I have used Sport Zeno. I should probably filter it in. This is another sweepstakes book, Sport Zeno. Some people in the chat talking about it. It's available in basically every single state, which is nice. Yo, what book do you guys want to look at? Oh my God. So unfortunately, I'm like super limited. Did BetMGM log me out? Bruh. Why are these sportsbooks always logging me out so fast? Don't log me out so fast. But anyways, I missed it anyways, I think. What book do you guys want to look at? Purdue games starting now. Okay. Let me log back into BetMGM real quickly. Let me know in the chat. Yo, boys, what sportsbook do we want to look at? What sportsbook do we want to look at? Yo, come on, BetMGM, log me in, bro. There we go. There we go. What's up, guys? Do Novig, ProfitX, and DraftKings. So some people want DraftKings. I mean, I kind of showed it yesterday. I've absolutely killed DraftKings. Yo, Tareen Prince. Check out this, man. Yo, people wanted DraftKings. Let's see what we got. So we got Prince, 15 plus RAs, plus 115. Sheesh. Right here. This actually seems great, but let's see how much they give me. Again, kind of shitty betting limits. Granted, bets take 20 seconds to lock in, and this value is ridiculous. First of all, it's a crossed market with BetMGM. This is arbitrage. You could bet, the under at -110, the over at +115, and guarantee a risk-free profit. Literally, you have hundreds of other data points, really sharp books like Pinnacle. Pinnacle has the over favored. I have no idea what DraftKings is doing, offering this bet at +115. I really hope you guys can get more down than I can. Ya bitch. So DraftKings, they bumped this to +110. So that moved pretty quick. It looked great at +120. 40% profit boost on Rebet. Bro, I just gave you a Rebet play, man. I just gave you a Rebet play. What do we want to do? Rebet does have some solid value, though. Like, damn. What do we want to do, man? Yep. This looks crazy. Yo. No. Fuck. So let's try this. DraftKings. This is another DraftKings play. It's technically arbitrage to no vig. So again, DraftKings, there's no way they're only going to give me $24.99. So they're only going to give me $25. DraftKings appears to be the side with value. ProfitX has this at -144. I could hedge it to just make a risk-free profit of $1.25 if I wanted to on no vig. Again, I have super shitty betting limits on DraftKings, but also these bets take 20 seconds to lock in. We can see if it's even available on no vig. Sometimes these lines get bumped quickly. Yo, come on. Dude, what the fuck? You're legal in Virginia. Quite interesting. What book do you guys want to look at? I don't want PRAs. I want points rebounds. And this is under 40.5 at +140. Again, I don't know what is going on. 1875. So I just hedged it, making a risk-free $1.25. I'm a little stupid, and I'm max limited on DraftKings, so it would have been nice if I could still bet, $500 on this, make $26 risk-free, because there's a ton of liquidity available at +140 on this under. You can see $4,000 is offered on Novig. But again, the limiting side of doing this and making $266.67 risk-free is DraftKings. They're not going to take a $5,000 bet from me. Beat them up too bad. Beat them up too bad. Yeah, bro. DraftKings used to be my book of choice. Ran up, you can see right here, my stat sheet. 218K profit, bro. But now I'm max limited, so I don't use it that much. So a lot of people ask me for DraftKings plays. Why don't you give out more DraftKings plays? Because I'm limited. 218K, bro. 218.6K. What book do we want to look at, though? So, oh, baby. Let's go. I love March Madness. I really do. What book do you guys want to look at? Alex, why do you have semen on your computer? Yo, who said that? You are missing out so hard on Rebet. What do you mean I'm missing out on Rebet? I got Rebet right here. It's filtered in. Oh, I think you mean Prop City. So Rebet Prop City always has some good value. I just can't bet a lot on it. But let's take a look at some of these lines. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, what the fuck? Bruh, this may be the world's biggest arbitrage bet. What the fuck? But check this out. I love sports betting. So go to the Baylor, Mississippi game. Check this out. I have to change this to New Jersey. Virginia doesn't have college basketball player props on FanDuel. But again, I still want to look at, kind of their lines as a source of information. So Robert Wright, I know. FanDuel has his under as a minus 178 favorite, $40 billion company. They got really good models. They're taking millions of dollars in wagers, adjusting their odds accordingly, and they're telling you, hey, his under should be a minus 178 favorite. Fliff is super different. They have this at like minus 110. I love you, Mom, if you're on this live stream. Let's check this out. Where's the Baylor game? Yo, when does this start? So this game may not be for tomorrow, till tomorrow. Yeah, it's not. Baylor, Mississippi State. This game starts tomorrow. This is what we want to be on. Again, FanDuel had this under as a minus 178 favorite. We're getting minus 110. What were we talking about? Bye. Oh, come on, man. So this is an incredible play. But the question is, what the fuck do you want to pair with it, Alex? Yo. Unders, college basketball unders, man. They're good for the soul. Let's go. Hit it. This is what I just locked in on Fliff. What's up, boys? You leaked your number. That's okay. That's okay. Yo. So this is what I got locked in on Fliff. Better. What do you guys want to do? What do you want to look at? Today is a crazy day to be sports betting. What do we like, man? What? This bet can't be accessed. What are you talking about, bro? Any promos on any of these sports books? Any of you guys use BetMGM? Again, there's a ton of sports books in Virginia. A lot of them I use. Some of them I'm limited on. So if I just go to OddsJam, I mean Bet365, BetRivers, Fanatics, ESPN Bet, Caesars. I could give out plays for so many books, man. Novig, ProfitX. Dude, it's a great state for sports betting. Wow. Let's see if this is real. Jalen Wilson. So, Rebet has a separate, this book right here that I'm on, it's called Rebet. It's available, in basically every state. Definitely recommend it. Not sponsored by Rebet, but I'll tell you any sports book that I think has good value. So where's the Pacers game? So I just kind of bounce around from book to book. And you can see this just got removed. I was way too slow. This Jalen Wilson arbitrage bet. Would have been cool to get it locked in, but not going to happen. I don't know, man. What book do you guys want to look at? Where's FanDuel? I got FanDuel filtered in. What book do we want to look at? So let me get rid of BetMGM. Dude, also Better has a sports book. That was news to me. That was news to me. Any
Voiceover
preferences?
on.
What book
Selected.
we do? We could do
Voiceover
another
off.
PrizePicks play. Yo. What the fuck? Damn, bro. We need Oklahoma tomorrow. Bro, we have been firing off flip bets on these live streams. Man, these next few days, I'm either going to make an ass ton of money or I'm going to lose an ass ton of money. So again, whenever the market is crossed, right, like arbitrage, you know one of these two bets has to be profitable. Because again, you could bet the over here, the under here, because these two books have such different odds and guarantee a profit. But what I was going to say, dude, why are you always making me update? Is, did you use your Johnny Broom discount on PrizePicks? Yes, I did. I just gave out a PrizePicks play too, so you could include it. We can do another PrizePicks play. And if I give out a 5-man or something, obviously you can just use it as a 6-man. But let's see. So we have the BYU game. This seems pretty solid. I mean, Crowell over 5.5 rebounds. Right off the optimizer, which is just going to point out line discrepancies. Fliff has his line at 5.5. But what was I trying to say, man? So here you can see on ProfitX, someone is offering a shit ton of money on Sanders over, which means they want to bet the under. They want to get filled. So we could just arb this. But what I'm going to do is do this. This play's incredible. Again, PrizePicks has his line at 6. FanDuel has his line at 6.5. Every pick I ever give out is going to have an edge. I mean, you can just kind of assume that. And then we have Sanders under in points. We're getting minus 105. You could just arbitrage bet that, but it seems like the value's on the under. And obviously, if somebody is offering like $5,000 on this random college player to go over, they probably have some insight in the under. This is what I got locked in. BetMGM promo. What's the BetMGM promo? Dude, no fuck. Oh, shit. I just dropped my coffee. Hey. This is an incredible play. Incredible. So again, whenever a market's crossed, you can get his over at plus 111. You can get his under at minus 105. One of these two bets has to be profitable. Because again, you could just bet his over, hedge, bet his under, guarantee a risk-free profit of $27. So one of those two bets has to be profitable, has to be plus EV. We've already hit arbitrage bets on this live stream. I hit a hockey one for $15 risk-free profit on max limited accounts. I don't know, man. I kind of want to get degenerate, bruh. Let's get degenerate, bruh. Yo, let's see what we got. That's crazy, bro. I lost money playing casino on all of DraftKings casino plays. Yo, but let's hit this shit. What do we like, boys? Dude, if Montana wins, that would be crazy. This is crazy, though. This crossed market. I don't care. I'm betting it. Dude, 65 to 1, you can talk me into anything. You can talk me into betting anything at 65 to 1. I'm playing SIU Edwardsville at plus 6,500. And honestly, okay, listen. First of all, it's Arbitrage to Pinnacle, one of the sharpest books out there. They have them at plus 2,000, right? So you could hedge if you use both books. This book, it's not available in the US, but it is in Canada. So this is a cross market. FanDuel is also a cross market with Sport Trade, either Houston at minus 5,700, right? You can't have crossed markets. And FanDuel is crossed with a variety of books. I mean, the average price, we're getting 4,000 cents better than. I don't care. It's a bet in my portfolio. Just the same way you guys talk me into buying Bitcoin, all that shit does is go down. Stop telling me to buy more Bitcoin. It only goes one direction, down. Bitcoin. Alex, throw in a PrizePicks slip, please. Regardless, I do think 65 to 1. Obviously, FanDuel's offering the best price. Why not? It's a fun sweat. See, here, this isn't a crossed market, but FanDuel is offering the best prices on a lot of these super underdogs. Yeah, buy more Bitcoin. Bruh, it only goes one direction, man. You guys told me to buy this shit at 100K, promised of 200K. Look at this. It only goes one direction. Shit only goes one direction, down. This is where I bought it, somewhere like here. So we got some sweats in. What book do you guys want to look at? Buy more Bitcoin. Alex, throw in a PrizePicks slip, please. Dude, we have been ripping plays in this live stream. That's crazy. So, dude, why do you take so long? College fucking basketball. So you can see ProfitX. This is, again, it's a peer-to-peer betting exchange. And it's amazing for arbitrage betting. If Rebet loads. Do dabble. Let's see what we got. Dude, what is going on? 250? I'm not even going to bother. Sometimes DraftKings, it's like, could Arbit make a risk-free dollar in profit with ProfitX, but whatever. Typically, ProfitX is the sharper book, so I'm just going to hide that. But let's see. So let's go to the UCLA game. I promise you, man, get on this arbitrage shit. It's so insane and so amazing. It's the key to happiness. And did they just bump it? Let's see. So you can see Rebet just bumped this from minus 105 to minus 134. Shit moved too quick. Fuck. However, Sky Clark has not moved. So now I'm just kind of curious. This is Rebet Prop City. Dude, yes, confirm. Dude. Load! Bro, this is crazy. How do you calculate EV percentage? Oh, I can show you here in a sec. Bro, this site, some of these sports books, it's like so janky. So janky. Why don't you use Rebet Prop City more? Because of this, bro. Like, why is this taking 45 minutes to add to my fucking bet slip, you bitch? Anyways, we'll do a PrizePicks play in the meantime. It's pissing me off. What even is this? Crossed market, so one of these bets would have to be profitable. Who are you? Are a professional ice hockey team based in British Columbia of the American Hockey League. Never heard of it. Typically these super niche markets, honestly, I should probably filter out this league. Like, I mean, I'll arb them occasionally, but like, they're just not super liquid betting markets compared to the NBA or something like that. Let me guess, the odds have moved. What a surprise, dude. It was minus 110. Now they have adjusted it to minus 133 because their site didn't work for 2 minutes. That's okay. That's okay. Yo, but what I was saying is here you have another arbitrage bet. Again, one of these two bets has to be profitable. Saunders over or under. I mean, this is kind of like the play I locked in yesterday, right? Now Fliff. Dabble, dude, dabble. Dude, fucking load, you stupid bitches of sports books. Anyways, yesterday I hit Swain under in points, Swain under in PAs. Both of them had value. So a lot of times if like Fliff is messing up a player's points line, there's a good chance they're messing up his PA line as well. Someone said Rebet has, that's a good call. Yo, this is money. Yo, I'm about to dish you a dime. So again, could arbitrage bet this. If you can bet them, if you bet the max on Fliff, make $17 risk-free profit. I mean, arbitrage betting is amazing. You get your money back that night. There's millions of odds available across sports books. We're just trying to zone in on those few rare plays that have an edge. I could run these both as straight bets. If a bet is plus EV, your parlay will be plus EV. Someone said, how do you calculate EV percentage? So basically, I mean, again, every sports book is a data point. Some books are sharper, smarter than others. But let's just say, we take the average odds. How it works, right? How do you calculate your edge? Again, OddsJam does a little more than this, than just taking the average price. This is just a weighted average. Again, there's hundreds of sports books. Some of these books I filtered out. Some of these books are available in different states. I mean, you can see I have a ton of sports books filtered out because some books copy each other's odds, and also it's just like, I don't know, it's information overload sometimes. But regardless, we have plus 260, plus 160, minus 218. That's the average prices, right? But again, there's a 58-cent spread, right? Plus 160, minus 218. So that's a 58-cent spread on average that these sports books are charging. 58 cents of juice. It's like being a stockbroker and saying, I'll buy the stock for 160, I'll sell it at 218. You have a $58 bid-ask spread. So it's the same thing on sports books. They're charging a 58-cent spread. You remove the spread, fair value with the VIG removed is plus 178. We're getting plus 190 on Fliff, above fair value with the VIG removed. Plus 178 implies a win percentage for this bet of 35.94%. So then we just plug that into an EV calculator. We're getting plus 190. You bet $100, 4% EV. OddsJam says 7.1%. And again, that's because it's not using exactly the average odds. Some books are weighted higher than others. Some books are sharper than others. It's all like back tested and shit like that. If a team is minus 200, fair value, they're 2/3 to win. The market is saying they're minus 200, means a 2-to-1 betting favorite. 2/3 to win the game. Minus 200, 2-to-1 betting favorite, 2/3 to win the game. Plus 200, 2-to-1 underdog, 33% to win the game. But you got to remove the VIG first. What do we want to look at? Yo. So we've gotten in a lot of Fliff plays. Expected value is just your exploited shove. You miss more than you hit. Okay, Mr. Popcorn emoji. Some people, man. Yo, so Fliff. Again, I'm just showing you where I'm putting my own money down. You can tail, you cannot tail. So again, this got bumped. You could just arbitrage bet this. Risk-free profit of $25. If you can use ProfitX and Fliff, both of these books are available in basically every state, including Texas, so Florida. But anyways, let's go here. So we got Sky Clark under in points. Could Arbit, or that's kind of boring. It's fucking March Madness, bro. It's March Madness. We already played this Wisconsin bet. Florida's just going to lose outright. We should probably just take them on the money line. A lot of PrizePicks value that we can look at here in a sec. If people want to do a PrizePicks play, we can do a PrizePicks play. Yo. Plus money on both sides. You can get his over at plus 112. Dude, this is crazy. Check it. This game's not till tomorrow, but again, even though FanDuel only has a one-way market, they have his over at plus 112, so you know they think his under's heavily favored. And we're getting plus 100. Huge arbitrage bet, too, if you wanted to run it that way. Bro, I'm balling. Oh, baby. Didn't expect you to be up at this hour. Bro, it's 1 p.m. What do you mean you didn't expect me to be up at this hour? 1 p.m., bro. Anyways, this is what I just locked in on Fliff. What do you guys want to look at? Does DraftKings have any good promos? I didn't pick my nose. I scratched my nose. Alex, how many hot rails have you done so far? What the fuck is a hot rail, bro? College basketball, no sweat bet. Place a college basketball parlay and get your money back as a bonus fund if you lose. All men and women's college basketball games. Yo, Purdue is ass. College basketball parlay boost. We lose. BetMGM logged me out again. Let's just see if there's any college basketball value that we're a fan of on some of these books. St. John's under. So again, we lose, we get our money back. So typically what I do, it's free to line shop on OddsJam, so you can just kind of like check out the odds. I'm not going to do any live, or I'm not going to include anything live. So what did this say again? Place a college basketball parlay and get a bonus back if you lose. I don't know how many legs this has to be, but we'll see in a sec. We'll see in a sec how many legs does this have to be. Florida, fuck you. Not betting on Florida. Dude, DraftKings is not super competitive on pricing. You can see they're very rarely offering, because this is just the best odds, they're very rarely offering the best prices, which is kind of annoying, to be honest, but very annoying. Yo, should we do another PrizePicks play after this DraftKings promo, or are you guys tired of hearing me talk? Do another PrizePicks. Yes, okay. So let me go here, league, basketball. Let's just do, so this DraftKings promo, it has to be college basketball, so it's like, okay. So let's just see. Again, obviously, it would be great if DraftKings had 3 amazing plus EV college basketball picks, but they don't. Where's the Kansas game? Dude, what the fuck? So what I'm going to do is quite simply run Dude, what? Where is Edwardsville? Bro, I don't want to see all these degenerates and what their parlays are placing because it makes it impossible to search for these games, bro. The fuck are you doing? Anyways, it's this over. So here's the play. Under in Omaha St. John's. Then we got over in the Arkansas game. Over in this game. And again, it's only a $5 promo. So basically, you lose, you get your money back. Kind of a no-brainer. No sweat, as they call it on DraftKings. No sweat. Okay, people wanted a prize pick slip. I see you guys. I'm not trying to ignore people. I don't want to ignore you guys. So again, some of these plays we already got locked in. This play I think we ran on Underdog. You can see Bet Online, a super sharp book. They have Jonathan Kuminga. They have his over. Why do you keep logging me out? Bro, anyone know how to get these books to stop logging me out every 5 minutes? It's getting ridiculous. We got bets to place. Trying to cock block us. Yo, again, PrizePicks has a promo on Johnny Broom. Unfortunately, I already ran it. Do you use DraftKings Pick 6? I think I've placed a couple slips with DraftKings Pick 6, but I honestly haven't used it that much. So we have Jonathan Kuminga come over 14.5 points. Bet Online, super sharp book, has his over heavily favored. You can see here, Bet Online has kind of ripped. They've really, this is just a line movement chart. They've really ripped towards his over. I don't know. Maybe they got some sharp, profitable bettors betting his over. Who knows? But I promised a prize pick slip, so let's do it. And again, they have a promo on Johnny Broom, so you could include that if you want to. Again, I'm not going to run a 3-man because they only give you a 5x payout. Underdog Fantasy gives you a 6x payout. Dude, what are we doing? Yo, you guys think this is hitting? SIU Edwardsville? That shit hitting? What were we talking about? Prize picks. So we got 2 picks so far on prize picks. I'm going to give you guys a 5-pick flex play. Probably not, but good luck. Any NBA value on prize picks today? We're doing a prize picks play. Of course there's NBA value. Honestly, I am a little surprised that they haven't bumped these EuroLeague plays, bro. This game starts soon, too. Again, it's Nikola. Anyways, so this is just going to be a full basketball slip. Every possible league. I am just riding these dudes, bro. Like, these college kids, I'm riding them, These European men, I'm riding them. These NBA players, I'm riding them, Cam Jones, under 21.5 points. This is the best EuroLeague play. Again, the game starts kind of soon. These college kids, man, some of them they need to be ridden. EuroLeague. Who would have thought this shit had infinite value? Certainly not me. Again, this guy's a minus 165 favorite. Huge favorite to go under on all these other books. You take his over or under on PrizePicks, you're getting the same payout. So we got Jonathan Cum over 14.5 points. We got OG Anunoby under 2.5 threes. And then here are the final 3 picks. Play it if you want to play it. Play it if you want to play it. I will. Yo, get it locked in, bro. Zoom in. I go to SIUE. Houston's not going to lose, but good luck, Alex. I believe in SIU. Bro, SIU wins. Throwing a party. Dude, PrizePicks, take the fucking bet. Dude. I can't even tell if this is a joke. Why is this not submitting? Yo, was anyone else able to tail this? There we go. Bang. It just took like 20 seconds. I don't know why. I don't have the ability to share links. Otherwise, I would. You could throw in Johnny Broom, run a 6-pick. Someone's asking, yo, bro, you're really... Who's that guy in the chat who's saying I look handsome today? What's the dabble value? Bridges over 1.5 threes. This line is not on PrizePicks. Kind of the benefit of using multiple DFS, apps. PrizePicks only has Bridges as a demon. If you want a dabble play, I would run Bridges over in threes, Mark Williams under 10.5 rebounds, and Zach Balatek under 1.5 shots on goal. There's not a ton of value, but I would just run these top 3 picks. It's a banger on dabble. That's dabble. Wow. Dude, you guys are all going to think I'm a fucking degenerate. Yo, this is arbitrage. Crossed market. I don't care. I don't care. 1/2, bro. Just all you have to do is play well for 1/2. Again, it's a long shot. We've placed a fuck ton of bets today. I'm an investor. I mean, I used to be a professional prop trader at the top trading firm in the world. Yeah. But what was I going to say? Place a bunch of bets. Every bet has an edge. This is 35 to 1. You could arbit, right? Like every other book is offering this shit at like plus 1,400. Pinnacle, sharpest book out there, plus 1,560. You could just arbit with DraftKings, guarantee a profit. I don't know, throw a bonus bet on it. Maybe throw $5 on it. Let's have some fun. Nobody wants to see Auburn win. Nobody wants to see 1 seed wins, man. We want them to lose. Luka just got ruled out. Lines are going to be moving around. Yo, people are saying Luka got ruled out. Is this true? Oh, baby. On God. Bro. No way. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Lineup news, boys. Yo, check this out. Luka just got ruled out. Luka just got ruled out. What does that mean, Alex? It means these books are going into free-for-all. They all need to update their Lakers lines. And let's see if they're going to be able to do it. Man, this app is just janky. Sorry. Yo, so what's the score on these games? Dude, I feel like we bet 20 grand on this live stream already. It's like, what's going on? College basketball. Purdue's up 10. Creighton's up 15 at the half. Anyone know what was Creighton money line against Louisville? Anyways, Luka was just ruled out, as someone kindly pointed out in the chat. I was hoping there would be some big line discrepancies. Bro. Dude, I hope every 1 seed loses. I really do. Cross market. I mean, again, that's fucking crazy. We could do a better play. I mean, I don't know. Luka just got ruled out. Again, that's obviously going to move around the market. Whenever the market's crossed, money line's moving. So, unsurprisingly, boom. Damn. Luka's very impactful. Lakers were, I mean, you can see here, Lakers were Bucks were about minus 140 with Luka playing. Now they're down to minus, 240. So it moved Luka moved the line like 100 cents. But anyways, I'm talking too much. What do we want to do? What? What is going on? So a lot of these books will just straight up pull their lines. Is Bucks a slam at minus 198 on FanDuel? It honestly may be. And they just moved to minus 205 from minus 198. Anyways, should we do a better play? I don't know. So, for example, Nick Claxton, under 8.5 rebounds. I assume PrizePicks, they do. They have his line lower at 8. Let's see. Claxton under 8.5 rebounds. Again, this is another fixed payout site. Bovada has his under as a minus 165 favorite. Same thing with Pinnacle, the sharpest book out there. All these books have the under heavily favored. But we got to find some plays to pair. Again, Claxton's under kind of been getting ripped. So let's build. Let's build. Under 1.5 shots on goal for Zach Boladic. Again, all these books, DraftKings, FanDuel, there's millions of lines available. We're trying to zone in on the few spots where, better, they give you the same payout if you take a player to go over or under. So they're trying to set these lines to be roughly 50-50. But for Zach, Bullduck, his under is a massive favorite, right? Like his under is massively favored. So we found a spot. They're kind of screwing up. Wow. But let's finish building. Damn, there's a lot of value. Anyways, did they remove Claxton or did I just remove Claxton? Let's see. Where's Claxton? Damn. So you can see they just got rid of his rebound line. Anyways, I'll replace it with Dame's under and steals plus blocks. So this would be the play on better. Fixed payout DFS site. What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Claxton was removed. Yeah, Claxton was removed, so I replaced it with Lillard. Let's see if we can get this bet in. Anyways, if someone can put the link in the chat, that would be great. Again, here it is. It's a 5-man on better. 5-pick entry on better. Right there. I don't know. What do you guys want to do? FanDuel, Fliff, what do we like, bro? Wow. Rebet, FanDuel, Fliff. If you like the SIU Edwardsville over, there's some good value on Fliff right now. It appears on the Edwardsville, SIU Edwardsville versus Houston over. Robert Morris plus 22. Rebet is the only book offering plus money on this play. PrizePicks, I mean, it's a very slight edge. But again, when you're getting plus 100, right? Plus 100 is kind of like flipping a coin with a friend. And it looks like they bumped it to minus 102. So I'm not going to play it. Plus 100, betting 100 to win 100. It's like flipping a coin with a friend for $100. Heads, you win 100. Tails, you lose 100. You give $100 to your friend. But in this case, the coin is weighted in your favor. You can see PrizePicks has Robert Morris favored to cover plus 22. So does Pinnacle. So does Sport Trade. I'll be very slightly. Very slight. But they moved it to minus 102 anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. Fuck you. So I am going to run this over. Houston, SIU, Edwardsville. Hit this if you want to. No peer pressure. No peer pressure. If you don't want to hit it, don't hit it. You got to get on Sport Zeno. I've used Sport Zeno. Damn, so they actually took $900 on this. This is the over on Rebet. But what was I going to say? Dude, there is ridiculous value right now. Miles Kelly, under 1.5 assists. Bet Online, really sharp book. All of these books have the under like minus 170. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so we have, again, it's Alabama State. Let's see. This play is crazy. Player props. Under. In assists. Miles Kelly. Assists. This is great value. Damn. But let's find something to pair it with. Now that Alex can use more books, he's never turning off the stream. Could be true. Two-man. This Miles Kelly play is ridiculous. Obviously, any of these bets you could run as a straight bet. You can see PrizePicks only has a one-way market. But again, they have roughly the same odds on the over as Bet Online. So if they were offering odds on the under, they'd probably have it around minus 166, minus 170. I mean, it's a one-way market. But anyways, now I got that locked in. Damn, bro. There's infinite value today. I love it. I love it. Yo. Again, here's the fluff play. So Louisville's asked to belt. Yo, what was Louisville money line again? What was Louisville money line again? That is not a handsome guy. Anyways. Bro, it's fucking March Madness, boys. Rumor has it that any NBA underdog, I can't bet on college players in Massachusetts, apparently. We can check Underdog. I'm a little overwhelmed with all this stuff. I have access to so many sports books now. Yo, Cat under 12 rebounds. But anyways, someone asked for Underdog. So let me see if I can do Underdog real quick. Where the fuck did... I don't even know where Underdog... Okay, so people are asking for Underdog, and I love being helpful. You know what I mean? Like, let's see what we can do. So first we got Mark Williams over in points. Okay, we got Mark Williams over in points. We got Tyrese under an assist. Free. All right, so I got 2 picks so far. Someone was asking for an Underdog play, so let's see if we can do this. Oh, shit. Yo, here's the Underdog play for you, Mr. L. Boogs. 3-man on Underdog. Again, run this as a 6x, 6x payout. What I was going to say is you can see here some of the Valorant value just from the Odds Jam Optimizer. Underdog has this line at 51. Every other book opening this 48, 49-ish. 3-man on Underdog. 3-pick entry on Underdog. Hey, everybody. You already played Spaz. You won't be able to play it again. Fuck. So what I can do, someone said we already played Spaz. We won't be able to play it again. Just replace it with Okeanos over 47. Where does PrizePicks have this line? Esports line discrepancy, sports betting market, super fragmented, super inefficient. All the other books have his line at 49. 3-man. Okay, so Louisville is getting asked to belt. This is the play on Underdog Fantasy. Dude, we have a lot of fucking bets locked in. Got it locked in, but I hate Josh Hart. I really do. So we have Josh Hart. Something's got to be going on in the Knicks game because they're pulling a lot of these players' lines. Mitchell Robinson, injury recovery, listed out Thursday. Deuce McBride, questionable Thursday. Halliburton, questionable Thursday. That's what's moving the lines. Okay. So obviously that's going to move the money line, but it's also going to move everything else. Damn it. They bumped him. Anyways, these Knicks lines are just getting blasted. Dude, what is going on? Let's see if Dude, what the fuck? Why does this search button not work? Jordan Goodwin, where are you? Anyways, Underdog's pissing me off at this point. Load, bro. Where the fuck did Jordan Goodwin go? Okay, of course now it's already bumped. Fucking stupid search button doesn't work. Anyways, life will go on. Deuce McBride. So Miles McBride may not play. So maybe we run Kevin Porter. Over 14.5 PRAs. Anyways, here's a different variation. 3-pick entry. I hate you. And now they already bumped him to 15.5. Dude, this fucking sportsbook. I'm going to kill someone. Not anyone in this chat. Bro. It's crazy. Anyways, 3-man on Underdog Fantasy. I apologize. That took way too long to make. 3-man on Underdog. Dude, I have so many sports books in Virginia. You guys all should move to Virginia. Come hang out with your boy, bro. No one wants to come to Virginia, man. Oh, you live in the most boring state in the country. Bro, shut up. Not the most boring state in the country. It's not. It's not the most boring state in the country. You fucking asshole telling me Virginia is the most boring state in the country. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Virginia is not the most boring state in the country. There's many states that are more boring than Virginia, if we're being honest about it. But a lot of you guys, I don't know if you're honest about that. Sheesh. Here's another arbitrage bet. $90, $79.51, making a risk-free $4 in profit. I'm him, bro. I just made $4 risk-free, 20 seconds, clicking a few buttons. It's crazy, though, right? When two books get super out of sync, minus 108, minus 146, FanDuel was limiting me. So I bet 79.51. All these bucks I'm max limited on. Maybe I should have rounded to 80. $80 to not sketch out the sports books. But regardless, I mean, this is like the 12th arbitrage bet I've hit on stream. You can go through, well, we could go through the math. So I'm betting 90 plus approximately $80 here. So I'm betting like $170 total for a total payout of either $173.33 or $173.33. So regardless of what happens, I'm turning basically a little less than $170 into $173.33. I'm making a risk-free profit. Long story short, it's pretty awesome. You could live in Oregon or Maine. Bro, people fucking telling me pocket change. Bro, pocket change. I've hit like 10 of these. I've already made, bro, I've been streaming like an hour, probably made on max limited accounts. I don't know, $50, $30 arbing. It's chill. It's easy, dude. It's easy fucking money. Anyways, what do I want to do? I want to fade Auburn. I want to fade Auburn. You want to fade? Do we want to fade Auburn? VCU, I feel like, has been getting hammered. I love hammering college kids, man. Anyways, I've been streaming for a while. I'm probably boring most people. Sorry. But maybe I'll stream again later. I've been hitting arbitrage bets, making fucking money. I've been... Never mind. I lied. Let's get a bet in on Fliff. Check this out. Steven Crowell, over 5.5 rebounds. He already has 2 rebounds 7 minutes into the game. Let's go, boys. You guys think Virginia is a boring state? Fuck you. Dude, the state is not boring. Fucking telling me that fucking Virginia is not a boring state. Dude, people just hop on this live stream, everyone talking about how boring Virginia is. Virginia is not that boring. Be respectful. It's a beautiful state. Yo, where is this guy? Dola Adebayo. This is Bam's little brother. Under in rebounds. No, dude, not points. Go to rebounds. Under in points, right? This is across market. It's arbitrage. Could make a risk-free $31 profit, or I could parlay it. It's also an arbitrage bet to FanDuel. Buy the stock at 105 when it's trading in the market at 140. Gee. Onyx odds, there's been a lot of arbitrage bets, but what were we talking about? What did I want to pair with this? Bam's little brother, Dola Adebayo. I'm actually quite close with Bam at this point. We hung out after the Heat game. He was like, yo, man, your fucking aura, you remind me of SGA. Where is this? Ooh. I was like, dude, I remind you of SGA. That's really kind of you, Bam. He's like, yeah, bro. You're like a little brother to me. I'm like, bro, I think I'm more like your big brother. Alabama State plus 25.5. Again, some of these alt spreads just have ridiculous value. No other books even offering above plus 190. Nobody wants Auburn to win. Okay? Also across market, plus 230, minus 220. So by definition, one of these two bets has to be profitable or plus EV. Yo, where did that shit go? Another good bet, another crossed market. This Duke under. Again, any of these bets you could run as straight bets. You could also just arbitrage bet them to guarantee a risk-free profit if you wanted to. This is the play that's good. So again, I'm not going to be able to bet 750 more bucks. I'm only going to be able to play 250 because I just bet Alabama State plus 25.5 for 750. It would be nice to find another play we could pair this with. It's raining money right now, bro. So now I'm going to run this. There's some super solid value. I'm just fucking firing off plays right now. So I apologize because I haven't been super engaged with whatever you guys have been talking about. Sheesh. No, dude, I'm in Virginia. This is an absolutely stunning play. Some would call this, people, FanDuel has this under at minus 280. We just picked it up. I just want to get the full amount down because I do think both of these bets are extremely good. Where is it? This Dola Adebayo under in rebounds, Bam's little brother. So again, they're going to say, I think, nope. I meant to bet 250, so now I can bet 225 more. Like this. Deploying capital. Every bet has an edge. There is a lot of March Madness value. Sheesh, bro. Didn't I just arbitrage bet this? So I did. Click a few buttons, made $4 risk-free, and I'm on max limited accounts. That's the craziest part, bro. This is house money. Again, OddsJam has this one-click bet thing, so makes it pretty fucking easy to arbitrage bet. You literally just hit the button. But now I'm curious, how much will DraftKings let me bet on this? 73.13. You get your money back the second the game ends. So this is just $2 risk-free profit. I'll pick it up. And again, you can go through the math, but it's a pretty simple concept, right? DraftKings and FanDuel have such different odds on the Nets-Pacers game. You can bet the Nets on DraftKings. Again, pretty simple. Takes 2 seconds to lock in this bet. The second the game ends, the second the third quarter ends, so by 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern, I already have my money back, my $2 risk-free profit. Pretty easy to do. All you're doing, it's pretty simple. You can do this from home. $78, $134, whatever. We bet something like this, make $2 risk-free. That's crazy, man. Oh, shit. Now it's getting interesting. Austin Reeves. Again, I'm max limited on DraftKings. I used to be able to do this and make much more money, but I'm going to need to deposit more money into DraftKings. So here, it's like, dude, what is wrong with DraftKings? They're like, we're only going to give you $5.74. So now it's like, this isn't even worth my time. Okay, so I don't know why. This one, they give me like nothing. Fuck you, DraftKings. Would have been nice to get more, but they're not going to do it. Anyways, do we want to do PrizePicks? Do we want to do Underdog? Bro, I feel like we fired off so many bets. I don't know what people want. Yeah, what do we think about VCU money line? VCU money line. Do we smash? Do we pass? Here's this Dola Adebayo play. Absolutely ridiculous value. FanDuel has that under at minus 140. We picked it up at minus 105. Anyways, I'm kind of hungry. I want to get some food. I've hit a fuck ton of bets on this stream. So I'm going to call it a day for now. See you.